All right, welcome back to the Indians Bowling Network, brought to you on M.I.B.N, your favorite place to watch bowling and every other sport Indians. Greenon starts off with a strike. That's a nice roll there on lane 4.
Yep, first shot of the match. Good way to start.
Brian matches
Brian
it.
DeWitt matches it.
And then that's Miller on lane 1. Looks like he left the 7-pin. And we're going to get some of the Greenon names here. We don't have a roster yet, but as soon as we get the roster, we'll put that up there and show you guys that one.
Looks like the girls haven't quite gotten going here yet, so. Three strikes in a row here on lane 3 for the Indians.
Here's their roster if you want to take a picture of it. That might be they don't have the names up here like we usually do.
Brian DeWitt with an early double. Clean frame to start, frame 1 for the boys. Looks like the girls are getting underway. Yeah, I got the picture there.
Okay, cool. I'll type them in.
Hannah Dingledine with a strike in the first. Samantha Hoover with a strike in the first. Good start for the ladies. Caroline Knott converting the 2-pin. A lot of early strikes for the Greenon girls as well. Solid 10 on lane 4 for Peyton. He's going to grab his spare ball, run that down. Strike for Hannah. That's a double for her early. Charlie Hawk with a good conversion on lane 5. Kennedy Moore up next. Deacon Morgan, solid 10 down lane 2. Kennedy with a good shot here on lane 5, strikes. First frame.
Peyton gets a nice strike in lane 3. Deacon left 10-pin on there. Oh, he must have missed it. It was open.
Yeah, he missed it. Ten-pin conversion here for Greenon on lane 4.
I think that kid from Greenon actually has a reverse spin on it.
Yeah, he gets up on top of the ball
Yeah.
a little bit, so it's a little bit of a different ball roll than a lot of the guys. See a lot of different styles.
I see. Yeah, that was a two-handed throw. He missed the conversion on the 10 pin on that frame.
Yeah.
Greenon cleaned it up in the third lane. This is another one that's weird. Is we got the Indians bowling in lanes 1 and 4,
Right.
and Greenon bowling in 2 and 3. I don't think I've ever seen that in my vast knowledge of bowling competitions in the high school level.
Yeah, they split him up. I've seen it done both ways this year with the COVID, where you'll have a team stay on one pair so that they don't intermingle with the other team. But then here, this is more what I've seen in years past, where it goes a lot faster when you put 10 people on 4 lanes versus just 2 lanes. So.
Yeah, most of this year they've been doing 4 lanes, but they've been keeping like the Indians on lanes 1 and 2, and then the Knights on 3 and 4. Where this must be the hometown advantage, where you put your team together.
I guess.
Good strike in lane 2 by Greenon.
Brian DeWitt with 4 in a row to start the game.
Here's the ladies roster. What?
She need that back.
Yeah, but I got to tape it in here first. All right.
So Samantha Hoover started the game with 3 strikes and then 9 spare. Hannah Dingledine started with a double, then had a couple of opens. Charlie spare open. She's got the baby split to convert here on lane 5. It's a good conversion on the 2-7 for Charlie. Kennedy Moore, strike open. Caroline Knott, spare, open strike for the girls' start. So like I said before, for the boys, Brian DeWitt starts with 4 in a row. Peyton's got a couple of strikes and an open. There's another strike, so that's a double for him. Zach Miller, 3 spares and an open. Deacon's got, looking at the 8-10 right here, that's likely going to be open for him. There's 5 in a row now for Brian. Caroline leaves the 5, 8, 10 on lane 6. This will be
That's a hard one to pick
spare.
up. Yeah.
That's going to be tricky.
Caroline's got it though.
There's a strike for Zach down on lane 1.
Knights missed it on lane 4. Looked like they had this. Was that 6-8?
Couldn't see
Or
it.
3-8?
The lefty was standing there right between me and the pins. I couldn't see what was going on.
I think it was maybe the 3-9 actually. They're right in line and caught the first one and missed the second.
Oh yeah, yeah. That'd be the 3-9 with the sleeper.
Peyton with the strike. Nice roll.
Looks like he found a little something there. Nice conversion on lane 2 for Greenon.
We missed the head pin, or missed the 2-pin.
Greenon's.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say Greenon's girls are off to a pretty good start. They've got a couple of girls with 4 strikes.
Oh yeah, 3 strikes, 2
Or
spares
3 strikes.
for someone.
Yeah. So
3 spikes.
Katie Bush was telling me that they're a really good team. They're loaded with seniors, and she wouldn't be surprised if they made a run at state this year. So.
Oh, Brian after 5 strikes leaves a 10-pin. Traveler pin just missed it. Huh?
Yeah, there you
Did
go.
you hear that?
I like it.
Nice pull. Man, that's crazy how he bowls with 2 hands almost.
Yeah, that's
I haven't seen that very much.
more and more popular style
Is it?
these days. Yeah, a couple of really good bowlers that are professional that do it, and it's kind of become a pretty popular thing for younger kids to emulate.
Good. Eli cleaning it up after he left an open. Got a strike.
Yeah, looks like
Peyton left 2.
looks like Eli got into a spot where he was needing to move a little bit. It's a little odd for a lefty to have to move this early, but he had 2 or 3 shots there in a row that hooked too much for him, and I think he's probably getting caught back up to where he's going to be lined up again.
Peyton trying to clean up the, is that the 3-6?
3-6. Right?
Oh, he missed the 3.
Yeah. Good shot for Zach.
Brian's in lane 3. Looks to be good. Yep, got it.
Yep. Hannah Dingledine left the 9-pin. Down on lane 7. Charlie's going after the 4 here on lane 5.
Deacon gets a
Good
strike
spare.
on lane 2. That's nice.
Yeah, he struggled there for a few frames. Look, Toby's back on a roll here.
Was that Hannah? She leave it open?
Yeah, Hannah on the lane 7 missed the 9 there. Good shot by Caroline. Striking the 6th.
That's a good strike in lane 5. Who was that by?
Kennedy Moore.
Kennedy?
Yeah.
Good roll.
Some spare shooting woes for the boys here. We've got 3 missed single pins, 4 missed single pins already. That's typically a lack of focus for these guys.
Yep, good strike by Peyton. Cleaned it up after the last one.
Yeah, it looks like he moved a little toward the middle, try to find a little more oil in the front.
Greenon cleaned up in the fourth lane.
Kenny with a 5-pin on lane 6.
Ooh, Brian had a bad traveler bounce there.
Yeah, 10-pin for him again. That's 2 10-pins in a row on this lane for him. So see if he makes a little move.
Nice strike by Miller in lane 1.
That's 3 in a row for him. So that's
Oh, he just got it. Just kissed it.
Yep.
Nice roll by Brian to clean up lane 4 in the 8th frame. Nice strike by Eli. Greenon girls look like, man, they have a 146 in the 7th frame down there. They have a 110.
yeah. They're gonna be the best girls squad we see this year by far in conference play.
Yeah. Now, do they have a OHC North and an OHC South, or are they all combined for?
It's all one division for bowling because there aren't very many
teams.
schools. I think it's 8 maybe.
Peyton missed the 10-pin there, so he's not happy.
Yeah, he's missed all 3 of his spares to the right, so there's something mechanical going on there that Kyle and he'll talk about.
Yep. Ryan left the 10-pin up.
Yeah, Ryan's ball is starting to burn up in the back of the lane. It's interesting the way the lanes transition different on synthetics versus the wood we have at Goshen. It'll be fun to watch these guys as they try to figure it out and see how quick they make the moves they need to make.
Yep. Looked like Brian didn't have a trouble there. He's got a clean game going after 9.
Yeah, he's 220 to 240 here. If he 240 if he can double in the 10th, so and which is good because Peyton and Eli are struggling, so it's a team effort.
That one, Eli threw a little bit low. Left what's that? The 247.
Yeah, 247. Been studying your bowling, I guess.
Zach cleaned up over there. Well, I'm trying to. Some of the lanes you go to, like I went to, I think it was Plain Cities, and they just came up with what the pins were that were open. And I was like, oh, look at that, 4, 6, 7, whatever the pins
right.
were.
Yeah. The scoring unit was programmed to show the spare.
Yeah.
Caroline with a 7-pin on lane 6. She's staying clean. She's having trouble putting strikes together here. Charlie's got a double.
There we go. Peyton got that one.
Caroline converts to 7.
Good strike by Brian.
Looked like he might have made a move there. That ball stayed in its roll a little longer. 9-pin for Charlie on lane 6. Coming off of a double for her. We're going to have scores here in about 2 minutes on this end pair.
Okay. Here too, right?
Yeah, well, they're going to be done real quick, then they'll be done next. So.
Okay.
So Brian will be 238 with a conversion here on the 10. Zach left at 7 over on lane 1. If he converts that, he'll be looking at 200.
All right, Brian got his, so
238.
238. Zach. Oh, he's still in frame 9. Okay.
Right, they're a frame behind down on 1 and 2. Spare for Hannah in the 10th, so she can strike for 159.
So who did?
He came in for Eli.
Eli, okay.
Yeah.
What's his first name? Okay.
I'm not sure.
Oh,
That was Aaron that come in there in the 10th for Eli. They spared 7 on the fill ball for 146 for that spot.
okay. Aaron got a 146. And Peyton's bowling now in lane 4.
It's AA.
Oh, okay.
So there's a 9, 10 pin for Zach on lane 2. Strike on the first shot on the 10th for Peyton. He can still shoot 202 if he strikes out. Samantha Hoover,
Miller cleaned up.
strike on her first shot on the 10th, and then a split on the second shot. She's going to shoot 2-0, depending on what her count here is on the spare.
Oh, nice. Miller got a 193.
So there's a double for Peyton in the 10th. He'll shoot 2-0.
And
Greenon's girls on lane 7, 194, 160, and 224 if their anchor bowler gets the 5th strike here. So
wait for their names so we can get them right with their scores. Looks like Deacon cleaned that up. Maybe for a second ball in the 10th frame. Ooh. Peyton got a 9 for his last ball, so that'll be a 202.
he actually struck the traveler pin, got it that time.
Yep.
Deacon can strike here for 151. A little off pace today for the boys for this first game.
Oh, we got 9.
9,
so 150.
150 on the nose.
And let's see, for the boys, do we know?
I can't put names with faces.
I'm guessing it's 1, 2, 3 over there.
Correct.
And then.
Yeah, this is 1, 2, 3 over here.
So that's
and
4 or 5.
4 or 5 is on lane 3.
Okay, so we'll just put them in that order and just hope it's right. 154, 180. He's still bowling. And then 158, 165. 150. What? Yeah, I already corrected it. Yep. Looks like he ended up with 140, bowler 3. Okay, so as we go real quick for the boys, the girls are finishing up their 10th frame. The boys right now, this is what it looks like. Looks like your Indians will have a lead about, what about 10, 1, 10, 1, about 140 pins after the first round of the individuals are in. We'll get those totals for you, but we'll get the girls here in a second as they come in, and then we'll show you those.
Yeah, first game, Mechanicsburg boys shot 929. Greenon boys shot 797. Mechanicsburg girls first game 878.
Oh, shoot, they just 160, 159.
And the Greenon girls, the scoring units wipe the scores off before I can grab them. So, so we'll have to track that down for you.
We'll get those totals.
Yeah.
Did you have the boys' totals up there? Or did you already get rid of them?
Yeah, I just added them up on my calculator.
Oh, okay.
So Brian DeWitt starts the second game with another strike, so he looks like he's gonna stay hot. That shot for Eli did not look that bad. That is an odd leave for where that ball went through the pins. Green and girls on lane 5 start with a spare and a strike. Caroline has the 139 to convert. Good conversion there. Samantha Hoover leaves a 10 pin on lane 8 to start game 2. Peyton with a solid 10 on lane 4 to start game 2. Good conversion there for Greenon on lane 3. Zach Miller leaves a 2 pin to start the game on lane 2.
All right, well, we have a second. The girls' scores are in. So it looks like a pretty close match. Your Indians rolled an 878 team score, where the Greenon Knights scored an 894. Do you know what this means?
That just means they're losing by 16.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was a penalty or something like that. So the Indians trailing the girls' side by 16 pins, and the boys leading, as we said, by 100 and some.
Eli doesn't have a 5
yet. Eli's missing a 5 pin. They're like, don't worry about it. It's a bonus.
Yeah.
So the boys leading by a bunch, the girls just trailing a little bit, and their second round has been started. We're in the second frame for the boys. Looks like even the second frame for the girls there, so moving right along. I think this is one of the hardest things to call. And everything I've done,
Yeah.
it's just because there's so much going on. You get all the scores, and they're already started that second game before you're even done typing in the scores.
Right, and in most of the other sports, you're following the ball, and you might see a foul underneath in a basketball game or something, but your eyes are in the same general area. For this, you've got
Yeah, 8 lanes going all on at the same time.
Right, and it's hard to know what to be looking at what time. Try to watch our kids bowl, but
yeah. Looks like the Indians start off the 2 first frames with 2 spares for both of the girls. The third one, there's an open frame. Aaron Adams, yep, I know that. I thank you. Hopefully I fixed that spelling.
Strike in the second frame for Zach. Deacon due up here on lane 1. Brian started the second game with a double as well, and there's a 3-bagger. Turkey, right. Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble. Looks like Deacon in lane 1 leaves 2. Oh, nice roll by Eli there for the strike. Greenon has a nice strike in lane 3.
Oh, Charlie.
Is that Charlie?
Threw that ball pretty good. Hit the pocket. Left the 5-10.
She's got this.
Peyton with a double. Peyton's not having any trouble finding the pocket. He's just, like I say, something going on today with his spares. He's missed all of his spares to the right. That's.
Well, they've all been 10 pins, I believe.
Yeah, and that's really uncharacteristic for him. He's usually pretty solid on spares. Another strike for Brian.
Now what's a 4? Not a ham bone, right? Is that 5?
That's 5. I just always called 4 a
Double
4-bagger,
bagger.
but that's.
We had this conversation last week, I believe.
Yeah, with Lauren.
Yeah, with Lauren. I think she called it a double bagger.
Yeah, she's got that Pittsburgh influence from being over at Duquesne all those years. So
Yeah. Eli with a nice strike.
yeah.
With his turkey.
Caroline working on she has 2 spares and a strike to start this game. It's a good start.
Ooh.
Missed the head pin to the right there. It looked like she a little bit right off of her hand and it didn't want to hook.
Nice strike by Peyton.
Hannah Dingledine with a 10 pin down on lane 7.
And the boys starting off a little bit better this game. A couple open frames, but the rest clean for all 5 of their bowlers.
Interesting for Greenon, we had one of the bowlers switch lanes. First time I've seen that. I don't know if that's a lineup change or how that works. But
Nice strike by Deacon over there, lane 2.
Charlie with a strike on lane 5. Samantha Hoover,
left one.
5-7.
Let's see if Brian can pick up this 10-pin spare. He's been doing pretty decent at getting it. Yeah.
Yep. Greenon's girls with a couple of turkeys as well. Their number 1 bowler and their number 4 bowler each with a turkey in this game already.
Now, if you're going to leave one open, it's nice to leave that first one open, right?
Yeah, for sure. As far as pins go, correct. There's another.
Eli gets another strike.
Eli with a 4-bagger. So looks like he got moved pretty far right towards the middle of the lane compared to where he was in the first game, and he's seeing a little more consistent break point right now.
Deacon left the 9-pin in lane 1. Peyton cleaned up in lane 4 for his double bagger. Greenon bowler in lane 2 cleaned up. A bunch of pins for a spare.
There's a 4-bagger for Greenon's girls down on lane 7.
Deacon got the 9-pin for a spare. Brian got another strike.
Brian's having a good day. He's
been having a couple of, I think last match I saw him bowling, he did pretty well too. Ooh. Oh, Greenon on lane 4. Oh, he got it. The delayed fall. What's that called? Sleeper?
No, just a slow rack is what I always called it. So when the machine doesn't come get it quick enough.
Eli with a strike on lane 3. Nice roll for his double bagger. Oh, no, that's his ham bone. Sorry. We're going to call it a ham bone because I like that with 5.
There you go.
And Peyton in lane 3 trying to get his ham bone. Oh, he left number 4?
Yeah, that's 4 pins, so it's a fairly common leave for a right-hander. Start to see a little bit of friction. The ball reads early, goes a little high. Should be a pin, should be a shot that he'll make a move off of to get away from that. To get away from that spot.
Greenon bowler in lane 1 has a turkey and a couple open ones, and he got it. Everybody's clapping for Peyton for him cleaning up for a frame. He's been, as you said, he's been leaving that one.
Yeah. So get that monkey off his back, and
Yep.
I'm sure he'll settle down. And
Alex Miller leaves the 10-pin on lane 2.
another strike for Brian. Still on 270 pace here. He and Eli both.
the girls doing down there? Couple opens. Oh, there's a couple double baggers, or a turkey double bagger for Greenon.
Yeah, the Greenon's girls
Another
are
double
bowling
bagger.
well this game.
Yeah, they got a couple with double baggers.
Our girls are staying clean for the most part, but struggling to find a spot where they can get strikes consistently. So.
Looks like Deacon throws another strike, keeping it clean.
Yep, another strike for Peyton.
Peyton another one.
Charlie has the 479 here on lane 5.
Ooh.
That's got a chance.
Oh, nice roll.
Close.
It's a hard one when you got to throw that 4-pin over to hit that 7.
Right. Not a lot of room for error there.
Nope.
Emma Violet is now in bowling for the girls. Looks like they put her in for Hannah for game 2 here. So
She got an 8 count with 6-10.
6-10, yeah.
Greenon bowler. Oh, almost picked up the spare there.
Thought he had it.
Yeah. Nice strike by Greenon in lane 4. Brian going for his second turkey. Got
That's
it.
a good shot.
Yep. Greenon missing a little low there. Ooh, in lane 1, that was rough.
Yeah, it looked like that
2
ball.
gutters. First one let go on the right, and the second one let go on the left.
Yeah, you get to thinking about what happened on that first one, and it's
Overcorrection.
overcorrection, right? Yep.
Ooh, Eli's got a little bit of a mess to clean up here. He's got the, what is that, the 1, 3, 6, 7?
Yeah, correct.
Must have missed that high, or low side.
Yeah, he looked like he missed pretty far left, and the ball didn't recover for him. Good shot for Greenon. They're on lane 5. Charlie left
Nice
a
roll.
6-pin on lane 6.
Oh, he got it.
Got it.
Nice roll by Eli. That was a mess, and he cleaned it up nice.
Yeah. Double there for the Greenon girls on lane 5. Charlie converts the 6 on lane 6. Samantha Hoover picks up the 7 down on lane 8.
Peyton got his double in a row. Brian going for his double bag, second double bagger of the match, or the game. Yep.
Yeah. Deacon's got a 10-pin down on lane 1.
Brian left a 10-pin.
We have seen a lot of those today.
Yep. Ooh, Deacon missed the 10. Left that one open. That was his first open of the game. Brian looks like he's looking for his ball.
Not sure why he backed off there, but Caroline missed the 7 there.
Yeah.
Close. Kennedy with the 1-2-4 here on lane 6. There's a
Nice one by Emma over there. Good strike on lane 7.
yeah, that's a double for her.
Brian cleaned up.
Brian's gonna charge Peyton for 10-pin lessons at the end of the night. I think he's 4 for 4 or 5 for 5 on him today so far.
on the wrong side of the head pin.
Right.
But it works. Counts the same, right?
They do. Yep, they all count the same. It's not how, it's how many, right?
Yep. Peyton left those at the 369.
Eli. But
Or that's Eli,
369. That's correct. Yeah. Kennedy with a 4-pin on lane 5.
Yeah, Eli cleaned it up nice.
It's a good conversion with the sleeper. Kennedy converts the 4.
Peyton going for his second turkey of the game. Looks like he got it. Brian looking to start off frame 10 here. Starts it off with a strike.
.250 with another strike. That's a good day. 230, 250.
Yeah, 238.
Another good shot.
Another one.
Strike here to finish the game for 258.
Deacon, he left the, what is that back there, the 8-pin?
5-pin, looks
5
like
pin.
from here, yeah.
Oh, he missed that one a little high, so. Brian finishes with a 255.
255. So
Pretty good
that's
score.
493 for 2. That's a good day. Caroline with a 10-pin on lane 6. Looks like the rake must have swept it off, or the rack hit it and knocked it over or something. They're resetting that for her.
That's a good cleanup by the Greenon Knights in lane 7.
Caroline converts the spare. They're in the Knights.
She's got that positive. She threw the ball, she started walking back. She's
Right.
like, I got that.
Right, yeah.
Good strike by Greenon boys in lane 4.
4-pin for Caroline. Charlie on lane 6 here with, oh, baby split there. That's makeable, but not necessarily easy. Emma with 7 on her first shot in the 10th. She, with a spare, she'll shoot 150. Caroline converts. She's going to shoot 150, depending on the count here.
Looks like Eli is going to end up with a 212 or 213 if he completes that one.
So 157 for Caroline. Samantha strikes on her first shot at the 10th, so that's, she'd get another strike here for 170. Peyton converts the spare for or Eli, excuse me, converts the spare for 232.
Peyton's got a good run going at the end of the second game.
Yeah,
Man, his ball hooks a lot at the end, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a very high rev rate. He and Eli both, very high rev rates. But being on the right side, Peyton gets to get a little further left, a little quicker, play the middle of the lane a little more. He can cover some boards. Samantha converts the 10 pin there, so she shot 169 game 2. So she had 203, 169 for 372. Caroline had 154.
Oh, Traveler Pin came over. Nice for Peyton.
311 for Caroline. Charlie shot 171, 147 for 318.
Hold on a second. You got some of the scores coming in? Girls. You got Caroline.
Caroline shot 157.
Okay, Kennedy.
Kennedy has not finished yet.
Okay. Hannah, or Charlie.
Charlie shot 147.
And Samantha.
Samantha shot 169.
And then we're waiting for Hannah and Kennedy, right?
Emma bowled this game for Hannah and
Emma,
shot
okay.
146.
And shot 146.
Peyton shot 257 that game, so that gives him
257.
459. Eli shot 232. So for that slot in the lineup, we've got 378.
And Deacon and Zach, are they still rolling over there? Yep.
They're in the
frame 8.
They're in the, just now finishing the 8th.
Yep.
Lane 3 and 4 both pretty quick with all the strikes that game. So Greenon's girls shot 234, 222, 139, 209, and it's going to be 185 or 186 that game. So
That's for the girls.
for the girls.
Let's see, Greenon, their first bowler got 209.
Yes. Second bowler had 186.
Second bowler still going.
She just finished.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
You're
186.
too fast.
Third bowler, 234. Fourth bowler, 222. Fifth bowler, 139.
I wonder if those are a little bit out of break. I'll check their scores in a second. You have their totals.
That's 990 for that game for the Greenon girls.
990 plus 894. $18.84.
Yeah. Deacon left the 4-6-7 there in the ninth.
Would Kennedy roll over there? Is she done?
Kenny shot 161.
161.
So Kennedy had 150. I think Kennedy shot 190 something the first game, I thought. But
171.
Yeah, 171, then 161.
All right, let me check all those and see.
I had the score sheet did not match up with the order in which they bowled, so I don't know what that means. But
Yeah, sometimes that 2 and 3 they can split it. So 1, 2, and 3 are in lane, and then sometimes it's 4, 5, or sometimes it's 1, 2, and then. All right, so the Lady Indians bowlers have a total score of 1658, where the Knights are at 1884. So they're a couple hundred pins down. 86. So real quick, while the boys are finishing up here, we'll show the girls' scores. So you can see the Indians have 1658 after the individuals, and the Knights are at 1884. So a couple hundred pins, 230 or 24, 6 pins down before we start the Baker part of the tournament. And we'll have the boys' scores as soon as they're completed. I think we're waiting for
we got lane 1 and lane
bowlers.
2.
Yeah.
A little slow this game. So
Looks like, is that Zach bowling in lane 1 to finish his 10th frame?
yeah, so he can strike here for 186. And Deacon can strike out for 182. So looks like Aaron's going to bowl the 10th frame for Deacon. Zach's fill ball. Good spot for that.
Yeah, it's a good time to leave it split, huh?
We'll leave the 7-10. Leave it so you don't have to shoot it, right?
I don't think anybody looks forward to that split.
No.
So he finishes with a 184. And Deacon will be throwing his first ball. Or Aaron, I'm sorry, Aaron's going to be bowling for him. So
Aaron went in for Deacon for the 10th frame.
Aaron gets a strike, helps him
strike
out.
to start, yep. That's hard to do when you've been sitting for 10 minutes.
Yeah, why do you do that? Why do you sub somebody out for that 10th frame?
Well, you're getting ready to bowl Bakers, and you're not going to get any practice, so you're going to give that kid a chance to see what his ball roll looks like and get him a chance to throw a couple shots here and
kind of warm up.
See if you might, if it might look like he's going to be the better option for the Bakers. So
he threw a strike and then 9.
Yeah, and that was a good shot too. That was ball was in the pocket, so that's a good shot.
And for Aaron's third ball,
just missed the
just
7
missed.
there.
So he'll have a
71.
171 for that. What's that? Let's see how good your math is. You have the totals yet?
1099.
1099. It's not tax season.
Right. Will be soon. So then that would give the boys 2028 for the 2-game total.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was it?
2028 for the 2-game total.
Okay.
1099 for game 2.
And then Greenon boys. Still waiting on a couple of frames from them. And Sully is their last bowler. Second ball in the 10th frame.
5
Looks like
pin.
he threw a strike the first ball and then got 9 count. Looks like the girls getting ready to start their bakers down there. Oh, it'll slow down a little bit. At least they're doing bakers in one lane.
Right.
They did bakers in 2 lanes the other day. Oh.
Oh, did they have how do you do that? Oh, on 2 separate pairs.
2 separate. They ran 2 bakers games at the same time, which they might be doing here. No, here it looks like they're only doing 1.
Yeah.
Ooh, looks like he just missed that last pin for a 164.
So Hannah leading off for the girls, 10 pin on the first shot. Our boys are getting ready to start here on lanes 3 and 4.
Ooh,
Well, I
just
thought she
missed.
had it.
Yeah.
From this angle, it's hard to tell sometimes. So
Greenon
Greenon converts. There's a strike for Kennedy down on lane 8.
Okay, before we go into the bakers too deep, here is the boys' scores. So at the end of the individuals, the Indians are leading the Greenon Knights by about 380 pins to 2,028 pins to 1,648 count. So then we'll have the bakers as we go. The boys are starting right away, and they started off with a strike by
Deacon
Deacon.
Morgan striking the first. So
I did this one night with Jack bowling. No, not Jack. I think it was Jack. And he had a strike every game that he rolled in the bakers. All
Really?
4 games.
wow.
So he had, 8 strikes?
Yeah, he probably wasn't bowling anchor. I would assume Eli
No,
or
he was-
Peyton was bowling anchor probably. So
It was either Peyton or Eli. I
yeah,
think they actually
yeah,
switched.
So
But
I don't know. Not sure what. Got a scoring situation here on lane 4. Aaron threw his first shot of the frame at the machine. Didn't score it, so they're handling that at the front desk. Something.
ooh, it looked like they just erased the score.
Yeah, so. We got a pin down on lane 8. Looks like the single pin that the girls left fell over. So I'll be sending somebody after that.
I think Emma rolled that one. Oop, Greenon left another open frame
So
in frame 4.
Yeah, that's
Keeping
Two-
them in the game.
right. 2 single pin misses here early for Greenon. So
And Mechanicsburg.
yeah, and Mechanics right. So keeping it close.
Looks like they're putting the scores in for the boys, kind of catching it up right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this scoring system. I've never seen these. So-
Boland.
Yeah, Boland. I've never heard of that. So
Wow, they actually tell you the miles per hour of the ball.
yeah, there are a few that do that. I don't. It's calculated.
Oh, nice cleanup by Aaron.
That was good spare. The camera somehow reads it down there at the end of the lane. That same camera that reads what pins are still standing and
Okay.
which pins aren't. So
Oh, that's all done by a camera?
yeah, it's. I've watched Matt program the ones at the Goshen, and you have to get it pointed in the right direction, right, so that it is looking for a pin.
Oh, it looked like it missed that score by Aaron's, too.
Yeah, I don't know if Not sure what the.
Oh, there he goes. Coach from Greenon fixed it.
We're not doing any more. No.
So Greenon girls get a spare in the 5th, and then their leadoff bowler strikes in the 6th.
Greenon's first bowler rolled a gutter ball the first one, and the second one he got a spare.
Yep. So in the first frame, that's just the same as a 9 spare.
Nice roll by Miller, striking. Lane 4.
Looks like the 6 pin was what had fallen for Emma, so and they set it up and she missed it. So 3 opens for the girls already, so that's not a good start.
Nope. All single pins too.
Right. Those should be 90 or 95% on single pins, I would think. But
2-4-5 up for Brian on his first roll. Looks like he cleaned up nice. Keep the game clean. Something smells good behind us.
yeah, that's Bowling Alley Fried Foods, what that is. I'm not sure what it is. It all smells about the same, but
Yeah, it does.
it's good for your cholesterol.
Right. Makes you want to come back tomorrow.
That's right.
We got Peyton rolling anchor for the Indians. His first ball thrown.
Wait, you got that one a little bit too far right, and it just couldn't quite climb the hill.
Yeah, now see that same ball thrown on lane 3, I think would have hooked back a little quicker and would have been on target. That's hard when you have, every lane rolling a little different and you're switching so much.
It is. It's definitely a sport that requires a lot of thought. A lot of times in basketball or football, you do all your thinking in practice, and then you're reacting to what your eyes see in a game. But there's don't play a lot of defense in bowling, so.
Oh, missed one of the pins there. The Indians' first open frame. Looks like Deacon will be rolling next for the Indians, and must have been their start leadoff.
Yeah, Deacon led the game off on a strike, and see if he can get us back on a roll here. That's pretty close.
Ooh.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, that traveler pin just caught the edge of the lane. Kicked back. Was that hand over there? That
Hand on lane 8 left the 3, 6, 7, 10 down there, so that's not one you're expecting to convert.
I think that was her second roll too.
Yeah, she took the 3 off took the 3 out of it.
Oh, I
so
see.
6-1 for the frame. There's a good shot by Kennedy, solid 9 pin.
Good roll by Deacon to clean it up. Greenon had a little, what was that,
Open in the 10th, I think it was the 2-4-7.
or 4-7-10, something like that.
Maybe, yeah.
Got the double on the left,
Yeah.
missed
so
the 10 pin.
163 for Greenon's girls for their first Baker game.
$163. How about the Indians? So their fault. They had
Yeah.
that pin that came down.
Yeah,
so.
and then immediately after that, they had a problem with the pin setter, so they had a little bit of a delay. So, but there's a strike by Charlie. Aaron with the miss on the spare there.
ready for the strike. Getting a double for them.
Zach with the same spare as Aaron left, 3-6-10 there. Both balls hooking a little more than they had expected. Samantha strikes to first shot in the 10th for the girls.
Ooh. Zach missed the 10 pin on that conversion.
Six on her second shot in the 10th, so the girls are going to shoot 124 with a conversion here.
Ryan gets a strike on lane 4.
Stop the bleeding there a little bit. We
Yeah.
5 shots in a row without a strike. Samantha gets 3, so 123 for the girls for the first game. But much better shot for Peyton there.
Yep. Girls dropping another 40 pins in the first Baker game.
Greenon's girls start game 2 with a strike.
Another strike for Peyton.
So the boys can shoot 180 here if Peyton strikes. Greenon's boys with missed 10 pin in the 9th. They can shoot 168 if their anchor bowler strikes out.
Oh, nice hook by Deacon. Got another strike for the Indians and finished with 180. Hit it on the opposite side of the head pin again.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, counts the same.
He's seeing a lot of hook right now. I don't know what else he has with him, but I think I'd be.
Is that a ball change for that?
That's a ball change for me. 'Cause I don't know how much further right he can go. So, but we'll see. We'll see what he does. I would anticipate that they'll stay with the same lineup for this game as they did for that game. So.
Looks like they end up with 146 for the Boyd Knights in the first Baker.
Deacon starts game 2 with a strike. Kenny has a ball come high on her on lane 7. She leads at 3-6-10. Oh, Aaron breaks up a split there. Ball went a little high on him.
It looked like it double bounced when he threw it.
Yeah, it looks like it might have come off his thumb a little quick or something. You'll see that bounce more on synthetic lanes than you do on wood lanes.
Do you?
Greenon with a 9 spare in their third frame for the girls. Hook.
Ooh. That one left out a little bit by Aaron, so left the 4-6 or 4-7. Greenon cleaned up.
Emma Violet strikes in the third frame for the girls. So they've got much better start to this game. A couple strikes already.
Yeah, they got to make some moves against Greenon if they're going to try to come back here.
Yeah, they need a lot of strikes
Yep.
to pick up
Miller
240
gets 9
pins
count.
in 3 games.
Yeah. That's yeah,
That's a lot.
A game.
Yeah.
A good game.
Yeah. So
Greenon gets another strike here in lane 3.
Charlie left a 4.79 in the 4th frame. That's a bad break. She gets 2.
That cleans up in lane 4.
Samantha on lane 7. It's a good shot. Strike in the 5th for the girls.
She waved it over, too.
Yeah.
She was like, move to the left, move to the left. And it did. Brian with a strike in lane 4. Nice.
I've only seen him miss the pocket once today, and that was on the first shot of the first Baker game. Other than that, he's been in the pocket all day. Left 5-10 pins in the team games, and
Got 'em
now
all.
is 2 for 3 in the Baker. A little soft for Eli there. Ball got way
Peyton.
right, but Peyton.
Yep.
But he was a little slow, and with his rev rate, slow is usually not ideal.
Greenon went gutter spare in the 3rd. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Looked like he left that thing out there and it just whipped across the lane. Good cleanup by Peyton, lane 4.
That's the adjustment you make when you're not hitting your target with your spare ball. You
Just make it move a lot.
go old school and throw your strike ball at your spare. So
Yeah. It only works when it's not the 10 pin, right?
right, right.
Oh, nice nice strike by Deacon there.
Deacon's been in the pocket all 4 shots this in Baker's as well. 3 strikes and a 10 pin. So
Greenon in lane 7 leaves the 10 pin. Or I'm sorry, lane 8.
I can see what Katie's talking about when I'm watching the Greenon girls bowl. They're very mechanically sound, very physical at the line. They all have good rev rates, good ball speed, strong group of bowlers.
Yep. Indians left another open frame in frame 7 for the girls. Aaron getting a 7 count for the 7th, leaving it open.
Greenon's girls go high in the 6th. Their leadoff bowler, she leaves the 6-10. That game is pretty close to even right now for the girls for Baker game number 2.
I don't know what Miller did there, but I think it hit the gutter before the first arrows on the.
Yeah, it looked
lane.
like it come off his hand early or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
but it was in the gutter pretty quick.
He's been bowling pretty well today too.
Yeah, he bowled well in the first 2 games.
Yep. So coach is yelling at him to clean it up here. Looks good. Got it.
So on an open, that doesn't cost you anything. Seems a 9 spare. So
Yep. Just a little bit more nerve-wracking for the coaches.
certainly, and the bowler.
And the bowler. You don't like to see that.
When you need to get them all for a spare, that'll get your attention.
Yep. All right, Brian heading up for the 9th frame. Got
Good
it.
shot by Brian. Samantha with a strike on the first shot in the 10th for the girls.
Traveler got stuck again. Does it go all the way down to that level where if the Traveler's hitting the edge and not hitting that 10 pin, that you make a little bit of an adjustment, or is that still a good throw? You got unlucky.
On that shot there, it looked like the ball was late to break, so the 3 hits the inside edge of the 6, and the 6 goes in the gutter instead of going into the 10 pin and hitting it. So that's that's probably a ball you don't make an adjustment off of, but if you did it 2 or 3 times in a row, you'd be looking for some kind of change, because nine spare doesn't pay the bills, so to speak.
Yep, gotcha.
So the girls finished game 2 with 161, and the Greenon's girls are a few frames behind. Looks like they're still trying to get balanced out from the
161.
Looks like we're still trying to get balanced out from the problem they have with the pin center down there. So strike for Greenon's girls in the 8th frame. So
and the boys end up with 168. So not a great game for the boys.
No, not a good enough game for the boys.
They should be in the high, almost 200 area.
Yeah, for Baker, they should be averaging 200 for Baker games. Now they've had, it could just be the fact that they don't bowl here a lot, but it seems like they've had trouble keeping up with the transition on the lanes. So you're going to see some things that don't normally happen when that happens, but definitely a learning opportunity to, have a conversation on the bus ride on the way home to, look back and think about what you could have done different to stay ahead of it.
Yeah.
To stay out of trouble,
Yeah. That's one of the things, especially here. I don't think they bowl here probably more than once a year, right?
Once, maybe twice. Yeah. Probably just once, because it's a league match, and I know they don't bowl any tournaments here because it's only a 20-lane house, so it's too small for a tournament.
It is a pretty nice place, though.
Yeah, it's a nice bowling alley. A lot of concourse space, a lot of space down in the bowlers area.
Yeah. I'd like to thank Bowl 10 for letting us in today and broadcasting this so you guys can hear it. Oh, 5 strikes is a Yahtzee.
Oh, a Yahtzee, okay.
4 strikes is a ham bone.
Oh, okay.
Listen, you're going to have to fix Lauren's terminology.
It's a good thing we have smart viewers, because I think all that stuff came around long after I got out of college, so we didn't have any secret codes for any of the things we did.
Looks like the Greenon girls end up with a 176 for their second game. $176, 163. Yep. So real quick, while they're switching lanes, the girls finish their second game of Baker's, where the Indians have a 123-161. The Greenon Knights, the girls have a 163-176, and a pretty healthy lead now on the Indians. So we'll keep you updated with what's going on there. The boys, their 2 Baker's games had a 180-168 on the front, or on the first 2 games, and the Greenon Knight boys 146 and 132. It looks like I'll get that in there, and then we'll be going here in shortly with the next one.
Caroline Knott starts the Lady Indians with a strike in game 3. Greenon's girls leadoff bowler leaves the 7-8 and gets the 7. So open frame for Greenon's girls. Aaron bowling leadoff now for the boys. Leaves a washout here in the first frame.
Is that what a 3-pin split looks like?
Well,
Washout?
a split that has the head pin in it is considered a washout and not a split,
Oh.
technically.
Well, let's see if he can clean it up. Nope. Leaves a 10-pin. That's a hard one to clean up because you got to hit that head pin to go hit the 10 ball, right?
Right, you've got to get on the left side of the head pin to get the head pin going over towards the corner.
Greenon boys leave their second, clean up their second frame.
Greenon's girls threw a double in the second and third. Hannah Dingledine strikes in the third.
So you're saying they can't make up 200 pins in one game?
I'd call it unlikely. I don't want to be pessimistic.
But it's difficult. Very, very difficult.
Gonna need some help.
You're going to need some help.
Charlie strikes in the fourth for the Lady Indians. That's a double. It's good though it's good to bowl against good teams though, because then you know where you stand and you know what you need to work on, and just like basketball or anything else, when you play against good competition, you find out where you're at. So
Yep. And the Indians left the second frame of the third Bakers game open. So they got a lot of cleanup to do here. Peyton leaving the, what is that, the 2-8?
2-8, yep, correct. That ball actually ran out of energy at the back of the lane. If that's a ball I would move off of to see the ball a little cleaner through the front. Looks like Caroline left a 5-pin in the 6th frame down here, so the Lady Indians had 3 in a row.
And Peyton cleans it up though for the first closed frame. Ooh,
Wiggled it.
wiggled it, but didn't get it. Green leaves the open frame in lane on lane 4.
That ball for Brian hooked early, so I don't know if that lane has changed since they were on it earlier or what, but definitely Peyton and Brian in back-to-back shots saw more friction than they were seeing earlier, so we'll see if they make the necessary adjustments here in the 8th and 9th.
Oh, trying to go outside the 4-pin there to try to pick up the spare, but misses it. Gets one of them.
Emma Violet, chopped the 2-4 off the 2-4-5 down on lane 8.
Greenon gets another strike for the ladies. Deacon gets a 9 count, leaving the 10-pin.
Charlie with another strike. That's 2 strikes for her this game. Let's see if Hannah and Samantha can follow suit here.
They're going to need
Greenon's
some.
girls with a 3-bagger.
Deacon leaves the 10 up. Not so much clean bowling here for the Indians. 4 out of the first 5 frames are open. Not very typical for them.
Definitely uncharacteristic.
Aaron throws a 9 count. With the 2-pin up.
2-pin, yep.
And every time he throws the ball, it looks like he's falling over.
Yeah, that's
The two-handed roll.
the two-handers. They get their left hand and their front shoulder down pretty low, and definitely has a different look from the traditional one-handed style.
Another strike by the Greenon Knights ladies over there. Ooh, Aaron just kissing the pin, knocking it down for cleaning it up.
Yeah, so that's 5 in a row for the Greenon's girls. They're going to shoot 220 and some change here for game 3. So not sure what happened to the strike that Charlie threw, unless maybe her hand bowled out a turn, and so they had to erase the frame. And Hannah strikes in the 8th, and now Charlie's up. So that's what it was. They bowled out a turn. 225.
225.
Game 3 for the girls.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good Baker score. Peyton strikes in the 8th for the boys. That's a double for them now, so that's a little momentum here going maybe. Greenon's boys with the spare in the 9th. They can shoot 180 if their anchor bowler doubles here. Ryan leaves the 3-6-10. Ball hooked too much on him again. Looks like he didn't move enough. Lady Indians have 3 in a row. Samantha leaves a 10 pin in the second shot in the 10th. So they're going to shoot 210 if she converts it.
Nice clean by Greenon. 4 pins up with a little bit of a split there. She missed that one. So
Deacon
190 for the girls.
209.
209, sorry.
Yeah, Deacon crashes in a 4-pin there. So 209 game 3 for the girls.
The Greenon boys finished with a 267 or 167. And then you said the girls finished 209.
Correct.
Oh, that's a lot better than they've been doing for Bakers.
Yeah, they had 2 turkeys that game, so that's a good start. Or
Yep.
That's a good trend, I should say. Deacon doubles in the 10th, and looks like Eli's going to throw the fill ball, or maybe not. I don't know. He and Kyle are having a
Bet.
conversation here. Masks up though, so I can't read the lips through the masks. But looks like Eli's going to lose this conversation, and Deacon's going to throw the last ball here. So good finish
Got it.
by Deacon. 3-bagger in the 10th.
171 for the boys.
171, game 3.
All right, so real quick for Bakers, game 3, the boys finished with a 171, and the Greenon boys, he just threw that ball. I don't know. Yeah, that was the first ball for the next one. Okay, so finished with a 167. And then as we go to the girls for their third games, the Mechanicsburg Indian girls finished with a 209, and the Greenon Knight girls finished with a 225. So much better third game Bakers for both boys and girls as they start their 4th Bakers game. It's like Greenon leaves the Greenon boys leave the first frame open. And then Greenon girls got to strike their first one and their second frame, so start off with a double. The Indians start off with spare open.
Emma Violet and Aaron both leave the 3-6-10 here, so
Man, they start Greenon Knight girls. They start off with turkey. Aaron leaves the first frame open for boys.
yeah, just missed that spare. He was close. Emma converts it down on lane 7, so it's a spare in the third for the girls.
Greenon gets their double in lane 4. Greenon's got what do we say, 4 strikes is a ham bone?
Ham bone, there you go.
Or as her daughter likes to call it, a double bagger.
There's a strike. Oh,
that
8-pin for Zach.
Man, Greenon girls starting off with the ham bone right away. Greenon boys now get their turkey. Coming on strong late, the Greenon teams. Look at that. They got 5 in a row.
Yeah,
That's a Yahtzee.
there you go.
Greenon
There's
girls
the
with a
Yahtzee
Yahtzee. Miller cleans up for the Indian boys. Look at that. I don't know what 6 is. We haven't been that far, but that's 6 strikes in a row for the Greenon girls.
6-bagger, or the front 6 since they started the game with it. There, Caroline threw a strike, so that's a turkey for the Lady Indians.
Greenon boys clean up in the 5th frame.
Brian DeWitt up on lane 3. See if he makes the move off his last 2 shots. They're both hooked on him. There you go. That was. He definitely moved left there. Get a little more oil. Ball gets down the lane. There you go. 7 in a row for the Greenon girls now. So
that now they're talking down there?
they're getting excited. I can promise you that.
You don't see a lot of 300s in Baker's game, do you?
No, not a lot. Even in college, I only ever saw a couple. So
We're not going to see one tonight.
no, solid 7. That's a good shot. She threw the ball well there. That just that's bowling sometimes. So Kennedy Moore on lane 7
Good strike.
gets a Brooklyn strike there.
A Brooklyn strike.
Yeah, it's on the other side of town, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they invented bowling in Queens and Brooklyn's on the other side. I don't know. Not real familiar with New York, but
Your Indian boys get a turkey. Oh, got it. Greenon boys. A late traveler comes in for the spare.
looks like the Indian boys have got lane 3 figured out.
Ham bone for the girls over there. They got 4
Nice.
in a row. Aaron got another one. Nice. Ham bone for the boys.
There you go. Looks like we're going to finish with a flurry of strikes and big scores here in the last game. So
You know what that means? You better get your calculator working.
right.
They're all going to come in at the same time. Greenon's got another strike. You got to like 9 out of 8 frame strikes.
9 out of 8, that's a lot.
And 8 out of 9. And a cleanup in the 1. 9 out of. You didn't know you could actually get 9 strikes in 8 frames, did you?
That's news. That's news for me, at least.
Well, no. The 10th frame, you could get
Yeah,
a couple.
yeah. Depending on which 8 frames you're talking about.
That's
I guess, right?
That's what
So
happens when you got a non-bowler that is an engineer, right?
Right.
Did they get another one? They did get another strike down there.
Yeah. So they're gonna. She gets this one, they'll shoot 270, so. I don't know who bowled for us on lane 3, but the rack knocked the 5-pin out, so we're waiting on the 5-pin to be reset for, I think it was Deacon, but I'm not sure.
All right, looks like the Greenon girls are going to finish really quickly down there with all those strikes.
Yeah.
That's what happens, right?
Oh,
They got it.
went Brooklyn there for the 11th one, so Greenon girls are going to shoot 270 and some change. Mechanicsburg girls, 4-bagger in the middle of the game, 9 spare. Hannah leaves the 3-6-10 here.
It's hard to compete against.
Right.
A totally clean, one open, or
Right.
not one open, but
One spare, right.
and the rest strikes.
Yeah.
You're not going to compete with that very often in Bakers.
But our girls can finish with a 222 here if Hannah gets the spare. So that would be
278.
So that would be 2 back-to-back good games for our girls. So that's something to, use for a little bit of momentum for the next match. So Hannah missed the spare there. So 181 in the 9th with Samantha coming up to finish it for the girls. Got our 5-pin set up here on lane 3 for Zach to shoot the spare.
There is one good thing when you finish with all those strikes is we can calculate this much easier.
Right.
So 184 for the Greenon Knight girls.
184. I don't know what you mean.
842, sorry. 842 for the Bakers total. And then overall they finished with a 27-26. Sorry, I think I was probably talking what I was typing instead of what I should have been talking. Looks like the Indians, they finished with a 189 down there?
189, yeah.
189?
Samantha left a split in the 10th, the 7-9. I didn't see where the shot went, but saw the results. So
they got
So that's 682 for 4 Baker games for the girls. So they're going to be right around 2350 for the day.
2340.
Brian strikes in the 9th for the boys.
So real quick before we get to the end of the boys here, the girls, your Indian girls losing to the Greenon Knights, 23-40 for the Indians and 27-26 for the Knights, who bowl an outstanding 4th game in the Baker. So we'll be heading right now to the boys' scores.
Peyton with a strike first shot in the 10th. So that Greenon's boys shot 193 for their final Baker game. That gives them 638 for 4 Baker games.
They shot 193. What'd you say for total of Bakers?
638. Mechanicsburg's boys. Peyton can strike out in the 10th here for 224 this game. There's the 11th.
Peyton's rolling the 3rd and 10th.
Eli's giving him some kind of grief about a ball change he was considering. I'm not exactly sure what that was about, but Between
Yeah,
Cousins.
we got it. So 174. Or I'm sorry, 224.
224 the fourth game.
Give it 743. Is that what you got?
743 for 4 Baker games for the boys. Not where they want to be, I'm sure, but room for growth, I guess, right?
Well, it's enough for the day.
It is enough.
The boys girls bowling teams. We will be back this week. Tomorrow night we'll be doing the boys basketball game, and then on Wednesday we'll be doing the girls basketball game. So hopefully you can join us. Again, Jason, thank you very much. I
Thanks,
hope you
Tony.
enjoyed it. We'll have fun, and then we'll